go to the state of Georgia. Governor Nathan Deal has a new tax plan. He's going to cut income taxes from 6 to 4.5%. Well, that sounds pretty good. Well, you got to pay for that somehow. So what he's going to do is he is going to increase sales taxes and get rid of a bunch of tax exemptions that apply to the middle class. So in the end, what winds up happening? It's not that you don't it's not that you have lower taxes. You don't. It's that the tax burden has been shifted. So we can put up the graph on it, and if you're making over $180,000, well, this is an awesome deal for you. You are going to get about 10% decrease in your taxes. If you're making above $500,000, geez, Lord mercy, that's like a 17% decrease in your taxes. So if you're the richest of the rich, you get a huge, great, big package from Republican Governor Nathan Deal in Georgia. Well, what if you're in the middle class? You're, between $20,000 and $180,000. Well, sad day for you. You're getting a tax increase. Look, anytime somebody talks about a sales tax, watch your wallet, okay? Now, sales tax is needed in cases, etc., and there could be a reasonable balance to it, right? But what is happening now throughout the country is they're cutting the estate tax for the rich, and I'll show you that in a second. And they're cutting income taxes so that the richest 2% pay less, right? But they got to make it up, so they charge in sales tax, which is such a higher percentage of a middle class family's income, because they take the money and then they got to buy stuff to get by. Whereas if you're making $500,000, the amount of things that you're buying is on a daily basis, like food, gas, etc., is a much smaller percentage of your income. So the rich get richer and the middle class get hit again. Republican 101. All right, and quickly, let me give you a list across the country of all the Republican governors cutting estate taxes. You got Paul LePage in Maine. He's extending the estate tax exemption from $1 million to $2 million. How's he doing it? Well, he's going to raise property taxes on the middle class. He's freezing health care funding for working parents, cutting money from schools, and raising the retirement age for public workers. Hey, the rich got to get paid, man. They got to get paid. How about Ohio? John Kasich. His proposal is to completely eliminate the estate tax. And how is he going to do it? Budget cuts of 25% for funding of local schools, $427 million for nursing homes, $1 million for food banks, $12 million for children's hospitals, $15.9 million for an adoption program for children with special needs. All cut because the rich got to get paid. All right, how's New Jersey? Well, in the 2011 budget proposal for Governor Christie, he's raising the state's estate tax exemption from $675,000 to $1 million. So you get to exempt more of your money in New Jersey if you die, and your family gets to keep it. And how's he going to do that? Well, he's going to cut the state's earned income tax credit and homestead rebates for working poor families. The rich got to get paid, man. They got to have their estate tax cut. They got to have their income tax cut. Who's going to pay for that? Of course you are, if the Republicans get their way. Why anybody votes Republican in this country is, well, it's not beyond me. I know why. Because then they take all this money from the rich and they buy a whole heap of political ads to deceive you. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell Randy Gonzalez they're lying to you. Don't believe their ads at all.